What's up, Kat?
What up, homie?
I'm excited to have this podcast session with you. We're friends, new friends in the scene.
We are.
But before we kick this off, welcome to another episode of the Sugarshack Podcast, live from Wonderfront Music and Arts Festival in San Diego, California.
What up?
And our stage today is sponsored by Proud Source Spring Water. Make sure you're staying hydrated.
Amazing water.
Water plug.
Alkaline, living water.
Living water.
Straight up.
It is. It's great.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Can I open this?
Yeah, it's yours.
Oh, wow.
It's for
All
you.
right. Perfect. How'd you know? I'm parched after that.
Yeah. It was an amazing session.
Thank you so much.
When was the last time you recorded a session with the Shack? It was a pop-up, right, in St. Pete?
It was a pop-up in St. Pete. I think it was 2018.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's right before I came on the team. So how long have you been doing this project? Like, when did you start making music and writing music?
So my sister got me into making reggae music in Jax Beach, Florida. You know, good
That's
old
right,
904.
Florida girl, right?
Shout out.
Shout out to Floridians.
Yes, David.
All out here.
Shout
it's
out to
cold.
Florida.
It's cold for this Florida boy right now.
A little bit, yeah. But I started making
Do you
music
still
out
live
there.
in Florida? No, you live here
No,
now.
I live out here now.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought. How long, when did you move here?
About 3 years.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
What was that change? That was a big change.
That was a big change. I moved out here right before the pandemic.
And then you got here and
Plans
life
completely changed. But, you know, you pivot, you make do, you do what you got to do.
You've got a great band.
Thank you.
Super cool. But were you talking to the microphone? Sorry.
Should I bring it a little closer
Yeah,
over
and
here?
like talking to it.
Yeah, I think I might need to move this up a tiny bit.
Do it.
Like that?
Boom.
All right.
Can you hear her better now?
Can you hear me better now?
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so awesome. So you're in San Diego now, so a lot changed.
You were asking how I got into music.
Yeah, how did you get into music?
My sister, she started singing reggae music when I was little, and so I wanted to follow in her footsteps, do the same thing. So I started a band. I think that would have been like 2015. We were called Just Chameleons. Shouts out to Just Chameleons.
Nice.
And then, but now I go by Cat Hall Band so that I can just kind of, you know, play with different bands when I need to and still carry on the Cat Hall experience.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think that's a really smart way of doing it. Just you're able to maintain vision and creative control over things. You know what I mean? But you're able to be flexible too. You can scale, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Big band, small band.
Right.
Like that.
So I can play with like a 6-piece band like I did tonight.
Or you can go solo.
I could do solo. I could do a little duo action. I could bring in a horn section if I wanted to, you know?
You mentioned in your session, which was cool. Tell me about like how Sugarshack's impacted you in the scene and like you as an artist.
Dude, Sugarshack is where it started for me because I was just going to festivals, like slowly started figuring out about reggae music, like I said, with my sister. And I needed an internship at FSU. And so I met some of the Sugarshack guys. And I'm like, hey, can I be an intern for you? And they said yes. So
what year was this? I'm sure they're
this was 2018.
Yeah.
This was 2018. So this is like
how long
the best
were you an
experience.
intern for Sugarshack?
I think it was like 2 months.
I don't even know these things.
Well, now you do. This is why we're doing this. You know, we're homies now.
We are homies.
We got to
now.
talk about these things.
We do.
Yeah, I was just a little intern, you know, just getting coffee for them and stuff. I'm just kidding. That's not what I was doing.
What were you doing?
I was researching environmental sustainability for the merch booth.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is
it was
sick.
pretty, pretty
cool.
dope.
Which we're always trying to improve on.
Right? Yeah. So that was really, really cool. And then went out to Reggae Rise Up Utah with them.
Oh, nice.
Which was a super fun experience. And that's when I learned, like, these dudes are, like, the coolest. The coolest.
They are the coolest.
And so I was like, all right, here we are at Reggae Rise Up Florida. It's 2018. They started doing this little pop-up thing. And I'm like, yo, Alex, let me get one. They're like, oh, we have a bunch of other people we're trying to get on the lineup. I'm like, no, like, hook it up for your girl.
Yeah.
And he did. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
That's because you carry the same spirit that we did. We just keep asking. We just keep asking. You got to let me do it. I got to do it.
Go on, let's go. Yeah, so that, like, to this day, that video has more views than any of my videos. Like, that was the hookup right there for me. Like,
wow.
You got, like, hook me up, for real. And here we are, you know, a few years later, hooking me up again. Like, thank you.
But a lot's happened. I mean, your sound's grown and evolved, and what's changed? I mean, besides the pandemic and all of that craziness.
I released an EP
Nice.
So, was super inspired, wrote a bunch of new music, got a bunch of new music out, and I'm still just keeping it rocking and rolling.
That's awesome. So are you planning on, you just are working the local scene here? Like, you planning on putting a tour together anytime soon? Like, what's the move?
I love tour life. Like, tour life is definitely the goal, I'd say, for my life. Just go everywhere. Like, don't even stop in the U.S. Like, international styly.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just going to keep grinding?
Just going to keep grinding.
Nice.
What about you? Are you trying to take this show on the road, or like...
This the pop-up thing?
How big are you trying to go?
Oh, man. Sugarshack? Dude, how big are we trying to go? As big as we can.
Straight to the top.
Straight to the top.
Straight up.
I think the pop-up thing is cool because it's like we bring a little bit of home everywhere we go, And so it's like to new people that aren't familiar with Sugarshack and what we're about, it's a vibe and it's different than anything that's happening in a festival. It's like
Totally.
the energy shifts. It's like so high energy, and you come around a Sugarshack stage, whether it's San Diego or Monterey or Baltimore, wherever we're at, or back home in Florida, and it's like the vibe just goes whoo, and everybody feels so calm and cozy, like they're in the backyard of their best friend's house or something.
Such
like
a
that.
vibe.
Yeah.
I love it. People can just come, take a little break, sit down for a minute, listen to some intimate set. The stage isn't like all the way up there. Like the person isn't super far away. They're like right here.
Yeah.
Just creating this sense of community.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's great. I think it's...
I love you so much.
Well, Kat, thanks so much for an amazing session. It was really great. Anything else you want to share? With
Thank you.
Any of your fans have questions? I mean, they all know you so well, probably, right? Any
Yeah,
Q&A?
hit me.
What made you so cool?
I don't know, honestly. Thank
It's
you.
like hard life.
My parents are like military, so I'm like, I don't know how I ended up like this, but I thank God for it every day. I'm like, thanks for giving me some style. I guess. Thrift
That's
stores,
awesome.
actually, is the real answer. I'm not gonna lie.
Shopping on a budget. You
Florida,
have to get
that
creative.
Florida thrift,
Yeah.
that's on another level. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
do. It can get gnarly though. It can get
Oh,
gnarly.
for sure.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
gotta dig.
You
just
gotta
gotta
dig.
dig.
You gotta dig.
Find some good cops.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much, Kat, for taking a few minutes to sit down. Amazing session.
Thank you.
Super stoked for everything that you're doing, and on to the next big thing.
On to the next, straight to the top.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's a wrap.
Yo, it's a show.
Peace.
I love you guys so much.
Sit back, relax, 'cause it's time for another podcast.